guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing chicken and dumplings, and we are going to go to step by step and show you how I do it. First, you want to get a 3-pound bag of boneless chicken breast, and you want it thawed out, and you're going to boil it for about an hour. Well, depending on how thawed out your chicken is. If your chicken's super thawed out, then you want to do about 45 minutes. Mine's still kind of frozen, so we're going to do it for about an hour. And I've already got a boiler of water sitting on the stove so that I could just put my chicken in. And we're going to pour the juice down the drain. And then what you also are going to need is some self-rising flour to make the dumplings. And I will show y'all how to make the dumplings as soon as I get ready to make them. I usually wait until the chicken is fully cooked and I have it defatted. I think that's how you say it. I cut all the fat off of my chicken and then I put it all in a bowl and I shred it. So when that step comes about, I will see you back then. So there is the chicken on the stove, getting ready to boil. So you want to make sure you're going to precisely boil it for 1 hour. So this is what your chicken should look like. It's fully cooked. And I went ahead and cut off the fat and put it in a bowl. So now it is time to shred. And I will walk you through the steps that I did in order to shred it. Now, the boiler with where you cooked your chicken in, you want to pour it out, but you want to leave just a tiny bit of the water into the boiler. Alright, so we're going to show you all that right now. Alright, so you guys, y'all just seen the cooked chicken and then the boiler. Now the boiler you're going to take and you're going to pour it out except just a tiny bit that you're going to leave inside the boiler. So I will show y'all what it should look like. Okay, I will show y'all what it looks like. So there you go. You should only leave just a little bit at the bottom. All that other stuff is just from the chicken, so it's not going to really matter. All that stuff at the bottom of the boiler, like I said a minute ago, doesn't matter. It's from the chicken. So the next step you want to do is you want to add in your milk. And I will walk you through the steps on that in just a second. You add milk and just a tiny bit of butter. Alright, first we're going to go ahead and shred our chicken. And I do mine with a mixer. A lot of people do it by hand, but I found this just to be a little bit easier. So we're going to take our mixer, we're going to plug it in, and then we're going to stick it in there and shred the chicken until it's fully shredded, nice and fine. And then I will see y'all back in just a minute. Alright, that is what the chicken looks like after it being shredded. Looks good, huh? So, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our milk and our butter. I'm doing this by myself, y'all, so we're going to add our milk. My husband's asleep, so I'm the one cooking and holding the camera. You're going to add about that much milk in your pot. And then you want to add just a little bit of butter, okay? We're going to keep the camera focused on it over here. And you don't want to turn your stove back on until you have your dumplings done. We are almost to the part to where we do the dumplings. So about just a teaspoon of butter. And that is all the butter that you need. And the next step is the dumplings. So I hope everyone's liking this video so far. I'm doing it all by myself. My husband's asleep, like I said. So it's just me doing this, and it's extremely hard filming by myself, but I think I'm gonna get through this. Alright, I will see you back in just a few when we do the dumplings. Started?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you guys, my daughter is going to hold the camera so that I can show you the dumplings, because I tried to set the camera up and it just would not work. Yes, I am sitting at a little ass table with a little ass chair. My ass almost doesn't fit in it.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah. So we're going to use some self-rising flour. I got the big thing because it was a lot cheaper than the small one. We're going to use some milk. You're supposed to also use just a tiny bit of vegetable oil, but I don't have any. So we're going to improvise and just use milk. It turns out the same, because I used to use milk all the time when I didn't have the vegetable oil. So it's not really required. Your dumplings turn out better if you use a little bit of vegetable oil. So we're going to pour some flour into this bowl. It's about as much as you think you're going to need for your dumplings. I think I'm going to use just a little bit more.
Don't do it too good,
I'm going to use just
because you might ever bake them.
I'm not baking them yet, baby. Anyway,
okay.
so now what we're going to do is we're going to, do kind of like, and people that cook will know this. So what you do is you make a little bowl in your flour, like this, kind of. Can they see it?
Yeah.
So you just going to want to make a little bowl
I
like
keep
that.
moving the camera
And
so they can see.
And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. It's not that big of a deal. Then you want to pour your milk inside that little hole that you made in your flour. Add just a little bit, and then you want to mix it with your hands.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Sky, I'm doing a video. And then you want to just mix it with your hands.
But
And if you need more milk, you add more milk, which I know I'm going to need more milk. So we're going to just add a little bit at a time. And until we get the dumplings the right consistency. And this is the messy part of chicken and dumplings. The most messiest part ever. But it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And see, what I do is I roll my dumplings, and then I add them to the boiler. And it's going to be like, it's going to stick to your hands. I'm used to doing it this way, so this is just the way that I was taught how to make them. A lot of people make them different. Some people use biscuit dough, biscuits, and then cut them into forks and use them as dumplings. I've seen it cooked that way. My stepmom cooks it a little bit different than I'm cooking them. She used chicken broth, and a lot of people does use chicken broth with their dumplings. But in my case, I don't. Alright, so at this point, it's going to be super sticky. I mean, as you can tell my hand. What you want to do is you want to take your flour and you want to pour it all over your surface. And make sure your surface is super clean. Like your hands are super clean when you do this. And the surface that you're going to make your dumplings on.
why are you pouring that on my table?
So,
Why are you pouring that on my table?
Skylar, don't question me, please. I'm trying to do a video. Do not question me. This is how I cook my chicken and dumplings. Do not question me.
Don't pour it on my table.
This is how you're supposed to do it, Skylar. So you want to do this and just kind to get this off of your hand. Skylar, I've done this before. It doesn't matter. I can clean it. The table can be clean. I do this every time I make chicken and dumplings. Please don't argue with me while I'm trying to do my video. Thank you. I don't need your input. If you're going to do that, then we'll stop it and I'll figure out some other way to video myself. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some flour on top of this so that it's not as sticky trying to get it out. And what you want to do is you want to make sure to sprinkle this. It's messy. It's not supposed to be neat. And then you want to lay out your dough onto your surface of where you got your flour. And then at this point you're going to use both hands. So you want to basically do this. And it's basically going to be a better consistency once you put all the, the flour down, and then you put it on top to get it out of the bowl. And then as you roll it around in this flour and do like I'm doing, massaging it into the flour, it's not going to be as sticky anymore. I mean, it'll still be a little sticky, but it's not going to be as sticky. And then what you do is you want to, this stuff is like super messy. It's never done that, but we're just going to get that off my hand just a little bit.
This is making me hungry.
Making you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that I cleaned off my hands, and this little pile that I just raked off my hand I'm not going to use. Most people do use it, but in my case I am not. I just need to get a little bit of that off my hand so that I can do my dumplings. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to fold it one more time into this flour, and then you want to pinch off some of the dough, and then you want to take it and roll it in the flour right here so that it will stay all together. And then you want to take it and you want to roll it into a ball. And then I'm just going to put it back in the bowl that I made my
Can I help
dough.
you?
No, Skylar. You got to hold the camera for me. And then we're just going to continue this until all of this is done. So what I'm going to do, guys, because it's going to take forever to do these, especially with my son in the background crying. So what I'm going to do, guys, now that y'all kind of know how to make the dumplings, we're going to be back as soon as all this is done and completed and show you the next step that you do with this. And you can make the dumplings too as big or as little as you want. I like to make some that are little, some that are big. The big ones though, like if you make super big ones, then they kind of take forever to cook. And then you got like super done ones, and then you got some that are not even done. And you don't want that. So, but alright guys, we will see you back in just a few, and when all this is done and completed. Stop it. So we got our milk steaming and boiling, and then we got our shredded chicken, and then we got our dumplings. That is what your dumplings should look like at the end. So basically what you want to do is you want to take a dumpling and you want to put it in your milk. And just continue this until all of them are cooked. Well, all of them are in. It's so hard doing this. You just want to make sure you're getting all the dumplings in there. You want to make sure that you're going to stir it every once in a while as you're adding dumplings in. Make sure the dumplings are not sticking to the bottom of the boiler. It should look something like this. And after we add them in, we're going to let them cook. After we let them cook, we're going to add the chicken in. Because remember guys, the chicken's already cooked, so it doesn't need to go in there until after the dumplings. Because if you add your chicken back in, before you add your dumplings, then your dumplings are going to be at halfway cooked, and then your chicken's going to get like way overcooked. So we're going to stir, stir, stir. And then we're going to add more dumplings. See, it's looking so pretty.
So about 30 minutes left?
Yeah, probably about that. At least that 30 to 45 minutes.
Wherever you can fit these dumplings is where you want to put them at. I'm just dropping them in kind of wherever I see a spot that I can drop them. Now this one's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to add that one in last because I'm going to break it in half. I try to make them all about the same size.
We got all three of those. Fuck. That flavor rush. You got all three of them.
Somebody else bagged the other plate that was next to you.
I'm going to stir it again.
Motherfucker, another flavor rush? What the fucking hell?
Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to continue just to put them in there. Watch it because the milk is going to be hot. And then so I hope y'all guys like this video. I did the best that I could with doing it myself. Two of these dumplings are really big, so I'm trying to break it in half with one hand.
Almost done.
So
You got about 30 to 45 minutes.
alright. We broke those two big ones in half.
You got 6.
Alright. So all the dumplings are in. Bowl's clean.
Ooh, I got
All the dumplings are in. So now we wait until they are cooked. You want to cook them until you know that they're done. And how you know they're done is you take one out and you test it. Now they're all different sizes, so you just have to base it on how many minutes you leave it on the stove. So when they're done, we will add the chicken and I will be back. Alright you guys, so I've already started adding the chicken because my dumplings are done. So what you want to do is you want to add your chicken slowly. Probably be, should have done a bigger pot. So yeah, so I'm going to have to do this with two hands. So but yeah, that's basically the point. You just add your chicken in and then you stir it. So we will be back in just a moment. Alright you guys, the finished product, I had to change boilers. I had to go to that side boiler. But it's halfway full. And it is completed. So that is what it should look like, you guys. And you salt and pepper to taste. I put a lot of pepper in it just now because I love pepper. So our next little clip will be everyone tasting the chicken and dumplings. So that's what your finished product should look like, guys. So, what do you guys think?
It's delicious. It's delicious.
It is, Guy?
Uh-huh.
Your favorite meal is delicious?
Uh-huh. This is my first favorite meal.
Is it good?
What was it?
103.2.
This is my first favorite meal.
All right, Billy.
This is my first
Gotta
favorite
taste
dessert.
it. Gotta let me know how good you like it.
You gotta sit down.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, Sky?
Uh-huh.
You like it?
You should try it. Super good.
Billy, why is this chair beeping?
Why what?
Why is this chair beeping? It's going ding, 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 ding.
Is it good?
Oh.
I love your dumplings.
You like chicken and dumplings?
Yep, I love your dumplings. And I love your chicken.
You love my chicken?
Fucking delish.
There's the only thing
Fucking
I
delish.
love that it's mixed. Actually, and
Really good.
sausage and syrup.
Okay. Alright, you guys, so I'm finally able to sit down and eat. So, we're going to try this out for you guys. Now that you've seen everybody else in my household tonight try this, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. This is what it looks like. Alright, we're going to do my thumbnail as this because this is the video. Chicken and dumplings. Alright. So, let's give this a try. My dumplings are pretty big. I had a lot of people on Instagram say they've never had homemade chicken and dumplings, that they've always used biscuits as their dumplings. I've never used biscuits in my dumpling recipe. I've always handmade my dumplings. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Really good. Super delicious. It's got a great flavor. The dumplings are done. They're good. You guys, y'all have got to make this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Y'all have to make this. But if you make this, let me know either in the comments down below, or let me know on Instagram. You can DM me and let me know how it is if you make this recipe the way that I made it and the way that I show you guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get notified when I post. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, before I forget, I got a P.O. box, you guys. The P.O. box will be in the description box below. So if you want to send any fan mail to me or Brandon, you're more than welcome to send fan mail. You don't have to. But I went ahead and just got one just in case. Because a lot of people have asked me about it on Instagram. So, alright you guys, I will see you in our next video. Love you, darlings.
Given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear